Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks again for tuning in to my channel, Ink Division. Got a special message I'm super excited to deliver today. And I know it's for somebody out there that is facing uncertainty, somebody out there who is looking for ways to find resolve and answers to their solutions. And I know what that's like. So if that is you, this message is for you today. On Ink Division, I often talk about writing systems, ways to find solutions to your problems, ways to express, using writing as a therapeutic way to bring clarity, bring direction to your life, and find the answers that you're seeking that are oftentimes right inside of you. So, I just want to challenge you to focus on one intention today, one goal, one output, whatever area of your life that is, that holds specific value, specific meaning. Open a notebook, open your smartphone, open your computer, and write down exactly what you intend to do. But more importantly, I want you to follow through. I want you to take action towards the things that mean something to you, the things that will help develop your legacy. I want you to write down your intentions and follow through. Do something that will ultimately make you proud by checking it off on that list. Not just writing it and then not following through, but writing it down and then taking those necessary actions to complete that item. Okay? In short, why this works, and you guys have probably heard me share it before, because when you write down something, you place a certain amount of emphasis on that item. When you write down something, it helps bring your attention and your focus and your clarity. And when you write down something, it actually slows down your brain processing, and it calms your mind and your emotions, and it helps you release anxiety and emotions that are not necessarily negative, because we can learn from our pain points. We can learn from our heartache. We can learn from disappointment. The very things that sometimes are framed as negative may be what you need in order to give you that boost, give you that momentum, so that you can push forward and take that necessary action. Because sometimes people don't do what they need to do until they get fed up. So if it takes for you to be unhappy through uncertainty, disappointed through your current situation, in order for you to start taking action, then that actual negative thing that happened in your life was a positive turnaround. It was something that was essential to your evolution. It's something that's essential to your progress. It's something that, if you frame it differently, the way you look at that situation, then in that moment, you can bring some clarity and also change one of the principles of how you think about life and how you determine what things mean. So it can be empowering for you, instead of being something that affects you in a negative way and makes you less resourceful. And let's talk about being less resourceful for a moment, because when we're less resourceful, we are less likely to do the things that we need to do. When we're less resourceful, we are more likely to allow negative thoughts, allow negative influences and allow negative people even to affect us. So put yourself in a resourceful state. I want to also give you some tips on doing that. It's the reason why I actually go walking. It's the reason why I do things like listen to music. It's the reason why I write so much. These releases, these actions allow me to have a form of expression that releases the negativity, releases negative emotions, releases anxiety, and a number of other different things that can help you to maintain a constructive and a positive mindset. So turn on some good music today. Listen to some good songs, feel good, laugh, watch a little comedy, laugh, enjoy yourself, smile, tell somebody you love them. These are things that can empower you and ultimately be grateful for your existence. Despite whatever circumstances, whatever outcomes, and whatever things that you're facing in your life right now, you'll find greater resolve, you'll find greater habits, you'll find greater awareness to start realizing that you truly do hold the power, control your own life, manifest your own destiny through where you place your intentions, where you place your attention. Whatever you focus on will magnify in your life. Wherever you place your attention will grow in your life. I've said these messages before, some of them framed in different ways. I'll continue to say them because sometimes we need to hear things over and over, because one of the key things also about life is repetition is the mother of studies, but it's also how our subconscious mind impresses, or things are impressed on our subconscious mind, I should say. So repeated phrases, repeated thoughts, repeated intentions, and repeated things that we write down can substantially help us into programming ourselves the same way that we are influenced by commercials, TV advertising. We're influenced by the feeds that come through our cell phones, our computers, through social media, and it's intentional. It's intentional from the individuals and the people who make tons of money from knowing this. So why not empower yourself by intentionally doing the very things that are going to put you in a positive state, doing the very things that'll make you follow through with what you say you're going to do. When your thoughts, your emotions, and your intentions align with each other, man, you are a powerful person. You are one of the few individuals in this world that actually operates from authenticity, that actually operates from a genuine structure, a genuine authenticity that is so rare that people may be jealous. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody's not gonna be happy for your success. Everybody's not gonna be happy for your great news. So I also want to share another gem with you. Protect, protect, protect. And I said it 3 times for a reason, because I want you to protect the things that hold tremendous value to you, like your goals, the things that you intend to do. Don't share these things with people unless you fully know that this person is a partner, somebody who is going to be encouraging, or somebody is involved in the creation process. But typically, in the early phases, I say don't share with anyone. Keep it to yourself. Just like a plant or a seed that's dropped into the ground, when it first sprouts, that tender that small plant is so fragile. It can be blown away by a strong wind. It can be knocked away by a small animal. It can be destroyed in so many different ways before it has the full chance to show its glory, to show that it can become an oak tree, or that it can become any plant that bears fruit even. So protect your intentions, protect your goals, protect your things that you intend to do, your passions, like your life depends on it. Protect these things. I encourage you to also find a mentor. Find someone who has already faced or who has already accomplished the things that you intend to do. Find somebody who can not just give you encouragement in regards to motivation and exciting you to feel good, but somebody that's going to give you actionable steps, things that you can use in your life right now. And that's why I created a clarity guide that I've implemented and placed in all my videos. It's not a selling point. It's not to sell you a course. It's not for me to gain any financial value from it. But what it's for is for you to have a tool, a framework that you can use today. And ultimately, I say this as well, you can use it for the rest of your life if it works for you, if it is something that resonates with you. So check out my clarity guide in the description. You can click on the link and subscribe to receive my free clarity guide. But ultimately, like I said, I want to continue to bring value on this channel and drop gems that you can use in your life every day, that you can implement and see results, that you can become more accountable, that you can notice your results by reflection, which is also something huge that a lot of people don't do. We may reflect on items only after they have a negative importance or a negative outcome. But I just want to encourage you to take the time to reflect on items before it's all about reaction. So be proactive instead of reactive. Define what you want for your life and take the necessary steps to move towards those things that ultimately bring you joy, those things that ultimately bring passion, those things that resonate with you on a higher level, and those things that help you build a legacy so that when you leave this earth and when your time is up and when somebody's delivering your eulogy or when people have things to say about you, that those things are heartfelt, those things are positive, those things are what built your legacy, the type of person that you lived, the life that you led, the impact that you had on people, whether it's family members, friends, or individuals that just completely resonated with the messages that you either convey through the life that you live or the messages that you share, whether that's your platform, whether that is through your social media posts. There's so many ways nowadays that we can touch more people without just holding all our gifts in and not sharing it with the world. So if you have some gifts, some talents, some abilities, and things that you've been saying that you want to do for years, some things that you've been saying that you would like to accomplish or you would like to try, the first step is to start writing them down. Place those intentions on paper. Get you a small journal. Get you a small notebook. And I'm not against using the computer or the tablets or the phones, because I still use my computer to journal as well, but they're from different frameworks. I use the computer to be more fast with production, to immediately get tons of thoughts down. I can type a lot faster than I can write. But I use writing for centering. Writing calms down the mind. Writing releases endorphins and places your mind in a state where your focus becomes magnified in ways that is so powerful that many people don't talk about this. And this is one of the reasons why I'm sharing this type of content on my channel, because I've learned through personal experience that when I'm trying to find answers to my solutions, if I start writing, it just automatically soothes me. It just automatically places me in a state of relief and release. And I also learned this while trying to find answers to problems and providing questions for myself, to really ask, what's my next move? What does this mean to me in my life right now? And like I've shared this one before, how can I provide impact today, or how can I provide a service today that aligns with my purpose and brings tremendous value and helps someone out there authentically, not from a place of ego or looking for validation. Okay? So if you're having trouble with finding solutions, here's another hack that I also use. You can find somebody to help. Find somebody that you can bring assistance to from an authentic space, not from looking to gain something from them, but genuinely from a place of, how can I help this person today? How can I provide service or solution to their current problem? Can my experience, can my knowledge and information share with them something that can be empowering for them today? So another key hack, we're going to drop another one for you today, because I know people out there need things that they can apply in their lives. We don't need a whole bunch of hype. That's so, to say, you can do it, you can do it. I can scream and yell. I can relay stories of tragic things that happen that I've been able to overcome. And all that stuff is well and good, don't get it wrong. But at the end of that story, you need to be given something that you can apply to your life and you can use it. So another powerful one that, some people talk about this as well, but it should be magnified even more, that be grateful every day. Write down these intentions that you're grateful for. Write down the many blessings that you have. Sometimes we can compare ourselves too much, or compare our lives too much to where we are in that moment, the output that other people or the status that they've acquired in those moments. But that's not important. What's important is your journey. If you focus on where you're headed instead of where you're going, like when you're driving, you don't drive looking behind you with your back turned, looking through the rear view mirror, right? You drive looking forward, facing forward. And when you're driving in the dark, when you're driving in the rain, or when you're driving through a storm, sometimes you can only see just a few feet ahead of yourself, just a few feet of, clarity. But life is the same. All you need to do is be able to see those few steps ahead, those few feet ahead. Keep pushing forward, and the way will open up. The path will open up. The journey will become clearer. Things will play out as you intended to, based on you having the intended outcome, and then also expect for things to work out for yourself. Don't have a negative mindset about your life. Don't have a negative mindset about where you're headed or the experiences that you're going through. Start thinking that, what is the spiritual significance or deeper meaning of these things that I'm facing in my life right now? What value do these things present to me that I can share, that I can teach, and that I can guide others from? Because sometimes our lessons, they're for us. Don't get me, messed up about that. The lessons are for us, but those lessons are for somebody else too. And if we don't learn how to frame our mindset about sharing these experiences, about teaching someone else about how we are able to use systems like writing, systems like gratitude, systems like being in a positive mindset despite outward appearances. Get yourself a mentor. Expand your circle. That doesn't mean you need to have tons of friends or tons of mentors, but let those friends, those networking individuals, those connections be powerful ones. People that are aligned with your true intentions, people that are encouraging, people that are resources, who can see your vision even if you can't. Because that's another thing. Sometimes people, mentors, and other individuals that are already operating from this mindset that I'm sharing with you can provide you not only with guidance, but they can provide you with assurance that, hey, I've been there. I know what it's like. And that's what I'm saying to you today. And I just want to share a brief part of one of the incidents in my life that happened where it was so much, unclear messages or just of not knowing what's going to happen next in my life. There was a time when I was shot. There was a time when I couldn't walk for about 3 years, and I could walk within the first year. But when I say I couldn't walk, I mean that I had a limp for 3 years. But during the first year, I walked with crutches. I cried like a baby the first day that I stood up in the shower. It was a powerful moment because I went from an individual who could run 5 to 8 miles with ease as a cross country and state champion in track and field from Asbury Park, New Jersey, high school. My team was powerful. We had results which came through commitment and dedication, but in the moment when I got shot, I didn't feel empowered. I didn't feel encouraged. I didn't feel faithful. I felt hopeless at sometimes. I felt debilitating. I felt so many negative emotions because I went from being a person that was so athletic to an individual who couldn't even stand on his own feet. And so I share that with you, not from a victim mentality, but just to let you know that sometimes what you're going through is just for a phase, but you can overcome if you can use systems, if you can write your intentions, if you can get mentors and follow through. So I think I've been able to touch on most of what I wanted to share with you today. Once again, I want to thank you for checking out my channel, Ink Division. This is Daron Octavius. All right. And once again, I just want to preface one more time that if you need a reference, a guide to help you follow through, to help you gain some clarity, to help you take some actionable steps, check out my clarity guide in the description or down in the comments and download it and start applying it to your life today. And if it works for you, or if this message resonates with you and you found something of value, go ahead and drop a like, a comment, or a share, and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you for tuning in to Ink the Vision. All right, this is Dr. Ron Octavius. I'm out. Peace.